years. Venue, new. Match, IPL 2025 Qualifier 1. Result, Royal Challengers RCB beat Kings PBKs by 8 wickets. RCB into final, PBKs gets another chance through the eliminators. A ruthless RCB display powered by ballers and blistering salt. In a spectacular display of seam, spin, and salt-powered savagery, Royal Challengers dismantled Kings to charge into their first IPL final since 2016, ending a 9-year wait. A disciplined, ferocious bowling attack backed up by an explosive knock from Phil Salt-ensured RCB made light work of PBK's modest total of 101, sealing victory by 8 wickets with a whopping 60 balls to spare. RCB bowlers wreak havoc on a tricky pitch. The win was built on a relentless display of fast bowling precision and deceptive spin. Hazelwood, returning with quite authority, was simply unplayable. On a pitch with bounds and seam, he found perfect lengths to challenge the horizontal bat shots of PBKS's batters. Dismissing and wingless, Hazelwood extracted steep bounds and just enough deviation to keep edges flying and batters guessing. His control set the tone early. Who has grown in confidence this season, backed him up with well-directed pace at the body, mixing short balls with skiddy length deliveries. His tight spells helped strangle the lower middle order, leaving no room for recovery. And then came the surprise package. With his whippy action and unreadable googlies, dismantled PBKS's illusions of fight back. Marcus Stoinis and debutant Mushir all misread his wrongins, committing to premeditated slog sweeps on a pitch that demanded reading of the pitch. His 3-wicket haul wasn't just statistical, it was surgical. Phil Salt, the calm within the storm. As the ball nipped and bounced under the lights, many expected a nervy chase, but Phil Salt took the game by the scruff of the neck and demolished that narrative. He began fluently, showing intent from the outset, and then launched a full assault in the power play. He smashed a 23-ball 50, his fastest in IPL, with stunning balance and impeccable timing. His ability to punish width and loft over extra cover at will made him nearly unplayable. What stood out wasn't just the strike rate, but the clarity of execution. Even as Kyle Jamieson and Sam Curran probed with decent movement, Salt latched onto the first poor delivery and dispatched it. 1 over from Jamieson went for 21, including a ferocious cut, a pull, and a regal cover drive. Salt's assault rendered the conditions irrelevant. It became a mere formality after he was done. Strategic depth and execution. RCB's bowling strategy, fast, short, into the body, mixed with sharp wrist spin, was perfect for the surface. The batters didn't need to be heroes, just sensible. Salt went above and beyond. It was also telling how RCB read the pitch better than PBKs, adapted quicker, and didn't allow scoreboard pressure to change their plans. PBKs, on the other hand, stuck blindly to their aggressive playbook, even when it was clearly leading them to a cliff. Verdict: a team reborn. This was not a one-man show. It was a cohesive, balanced, and composed team performance, exactly the kind RCB were missing in previous years. Hazelwood's control, deception, aggression, and Salt's decisiveness have given this side a new character, one that's more method than madness. RCB now march into the final with confidence and cohesion. And for the first time in years, you get the feeling they're not just hoping to win the IPL, they're expecting to.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Your India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
Day 3 preview, India's fight back mission at Old Trafford. As the sun rises over Manchester, India enters Day 3 on the back foot, trailing by 133 runs with England already at 225 for 2. The momentum has firmly shifted to the home side, but all is far from lost. The visitors must summon their tactical depth, resilience, and collective skill if they are to claw their way back into the contest and keep the Anderson Ndolka Trophy alive. The morning session will be crucial, perhaps the most pivotal stretch of the match. England's middle order is loaded with stroke makers, but the Duke's ball is still relatively fresh. India must begin the day with a laser-focused spell of tight, disciplined bowling, attacking the top of off-stump with a full length to exploit seam movement and bounce. Jasprit Bumrah will be key here. He must lead with aggression, but also patience. The early wicket of Ollie Pope, still shaky at the crease, could open the door for a flurry. Mohammad Siraj and Dymentionz Learning must forget the erratic spells of Day 2 and recalibrate their lines. Yesterday, too many balls drifted onto the pads or set up nicely outside off. Today, there can be no freebies. They must bowl as if defending 150, not 358. Ravindra Jadeja will also be vital. The Old Trafford surface is beginning to show signs of slow turn, and if England is allowed to stretch their innings into the evening, his left-arm spin will have to both contain and strike. A wicket or two in the first hour, and suddenly the tide could turn. But beyond wickets, India must remember the value of pressure. Dot balls, restrictive fields. No overthrows or casual singles. No overcompensation in trying too hard. The bowlers and fielders must hunt in a pack. England scored at over 5 and over on Day 2, a luxury that cannot be afforded again. Then comes India's second innings, whether today or tomorrow. With Pan injured and England ahead, it is likely India will be under scored pressure. This time, the batters must not merely look to survive, they must bat with intent, turn the strike over, and find ways to disrupt England's control. The middle order, Gill, Pant, Sundar, must show maturity and clarity in plans. It's a tall task. But Test cricket thrives on reversals, and India, with their backs against the wall, have been known to fight their fiercest battles in foreign lands. Think Melbourne 2020 or Johannesburg 2018. This could yet be another memorable comeback, but only if they tighten up the basics and bring their best collective self to the pitch today. If Day 2 was about England's statement, Day 3 must be India's response.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soars, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every playing of the name. chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore.
Abhishek Sharma's magical 141 powers SRH to historic chase in match 27. Venu Upal Stadium, Hyderabad, Workalba, date 12th April 2025. Result: Sunrisers Hyderabad beat Punjab Kings by 8 wickets. Chasing to 46, SRH won with 9 balls to spare, second highest chase in IPL history. The knock of the tournament: Abhishek Sharma, 141 of 55 balls. A night to remember. Abhishek Sharma played one of the most destructive knocks in IPL history, hammering 141 of just 55 balls, including 14 fours and 10 sixes, at a surreal strike rate of 256.36. His innings lit up the Upal crowd as he relentlessly tore apart PBK's bowling attack. Mistimed edges landed safely, catches went down, but Abhishek kept his composure, converting every chance into carnage. Reaching his century of just 40 balls, he celebrated with a now iconic gesture, pulling out a note that read, "This one's for you, Orange Army." A partnership of devastation. Abhishek wasn't alone. Partnering with Travis Head, the two put on an astonishing 171-run opening stand in just 75 balls. Head 66 of 37 balls, played second fiddle to the mayhem, quietly notching up boundaries and rotating strike masterfully. They set the platform so well that even with Abhishek falling in the 17th over, SRH were only 28 runs away from victory. The finish: with 22 runs needed of 18 balls, Henrik Klassen 22 of 15 and Ishan Kishan 9 of 6 ensured there were no hiccups. Klassen sealed the match with a boundary, chasing to 145 in just 18.3 overs. Final score: Small Brew Diamond Punjab Kings 245 for 6 from 20 overs. Small Brew Diamond Sunrisers Hyderabad 246 for 2 from 18.3 overs. Post-match quotes: Abhishek Sharma, player of the match. To be honest, I just went out to enjoy myself. Everything clicked. I'm glad it happened in front of our home crowd. That note: it was for the fans who have stood by us. This knock was for them. Travis Head: Abhi made it easy for me. We've been talking about being fearless, and this was exactly that. A crazy game, but an amazing feeling to be part of it. SRH captain Pat Cummins: this pitch suits our style. We were confident at the halfway mark. Chasing 245 doesn't seem impossible with this lineup. PBK's captain Shreyas Iyer: it was surreal how they chased us down. Yes, we dropped catches and missed our plans. But credit to them, one of the best knocks I witnessed in IPL history. Quick stats: fastest century by an Indian in IPL 2025, Abhishek Sharma 40 balls. Most 6 in a match this season, 10 by Abhishek Sharma. Second highest chase in IPL history, 245. Orange cap race: Abhishek moves into the top 3. Final word: a game for the ages, a night for the record books, and an innings that fans will talk about for years to come. Abhishek Sharma didn't just play a knock, he delivered a statement. Sunrisers Hyderabad are roaring back into the tournament, and now the league will watch them very, very closely.
E-Cup. Royal Challengers are champions at last. 3rd June 2025. In a moment of vindication 18 seasons in the making, Royal Challengers RCB finally etched their name into the annals of IPL history, lifting their first ever IPL trophy in front of a thunderous crowd at Stadium. For the man wearing the number 18, this was the culmination of a journey riddled with heartbreak, near misses, and relentless loyalty. As he embraced us in the aftermath, you could almost hear a nation exhale. This wasn't just a win, it was redemption. The final showdown. RCB 190 for 9, 43, 3 for 40, Jamieson 3 for 48. BBKS 184 for 761 not out, Inglis 39, 2 for 17, 2 for 38. RCB won by 6 runs, leads, but it's a team that seals the dream. It wasn't most explosive innings, 43 of 35 balls, but it was gritty, composed, and strategic. On a sticky track that offered uneven bounds, recognized early that 190 might be enough. His battle against the pitch was as fierce as any opponent, and while others felt trying to force the pace, the RCB stalwart held the innings together. But this night wasn't his alone. Turn back the clock with a bowling masterclass 2 for 17, tying up the middle overs with subtle changes of pace and razor-sharp awareness. Under pressure in the death overs, found just enough swing and control to keep the dangerous PBK's batters in check. With a blazing cameo of 24 of 10, turned the tide late in the first innings with audacious strokes that forced PBKs to rethink their chase strategy. Brave resistance, so near, yet so far. For PBKs, the final was both thrilling and agonizing. Almost played the innings of his life, smashing 61 of 30 in a valiant final assault that included 6-4, 6-6 in the last over. But needing 29 of 6 was always a tall ask, even for a man possessed. They were haunted by the dismissals of Final and Inglis, both of whom looked set to break the game open. Year's dismissal, eerily reminiscent of the 2023 World Cup final, stopped PBK's momentum just as it was building. Inglis' breathtaking assault was cut short by Scunning, turning the tide at a crucial moment. Despite their aggressive intent and deep batting, PBKs couldn't quite pull off another miracle. They fell just 6 runs short, and RCB's dream finally came true. Champions born of heartache. For a franchise that had often been ridiculed for failing to close out big games, RCB's resilience shone through. They shrugged off the ghosts of 2009, 2011, and 2016. They silenced critics who said they were a team of stars, but not winners. And for India's modern cricketing gladiator, this was perhaps the sweetest moment of his career. He didn't need a century to script the final act of this saga, just a win. I've played this game with all my heart, and finally, we are champions, said, eyes misty, fists raised. Key turning points. Dismissal of C halted PBK's steady start. Romario Shepherd's wicket flipped the match's momentum. And Hazelwood's late overs choked the scoring despite heroics. Quickfire 24 helped RCB post a defendable total. This 3-wicket last over kept PBKs alive, but left too much for the final push. The legacy begins. This is more than a title. It's the lifting of a curse. RCB now joins the elite group of IPL champions. Name will no longer be followed by an asterisk in IPL legacy debates. For PBKs, it's back to the drawing board. but they depart as warriors who electrified this tournament and won hearts. Their captain became the first player to lead 3 different franchises to IPL finals, a feat worthy of celebration. Cup forever. RCB are no longer the nearly men. They are IPL 2025 champions. And in that final huddle, under the stadium lights, a dream 18 years in the making was fulfilled.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors guide the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Your India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
Strengths of India's Champions Trophy 2025 squad. India's 15-man squad for the Champions Trophy 2025 reflects a strong, balanced unit with a mix of experienced stalwarts, versatile all-rounders, and emerging talent. Here's an assessment of the squad's key strengths. 1. World-class bowling attack. Jasprit Bumrah's return. Bumrah's inclusion, even with fitness concerns, is a significant boost. His ability to deliver in all phases of an innings makes him a match winner. His prowess in death overs and big match temperament are invaluable assets. Kuldeep Yadav's X-factor. Returning after a hernia surgery, Kuldeep offers wicket-taking ability in the middle overs, something that has proven crucial in ICC tournaments. His recent recovery and workload management at the NCA ensure he's ready to make an impact. Mohammad Shami, fresh off his status as the leading wicket-taker in the 2023 ODI World Cup, Shami provides a reliable new ball option. His ability to swing the ball up front and deliver breakthroughs consistently strengthens the attack. Arshdeep Singh's left-arm variety. Arshdeep adds a different angle to the bowling lineup. His success in domestic cricket and proven ability at the death make him a valuable addition, particularly in conditions that favor seam and swing. Dash. 2. Depth and versatility in all-rounders. Hardik Pandya's seam bowling all-rounder role. As the sole seam bowling all-rounder, Hardik brings balance to the side. His ability to bat in the middle order and bowl crucial overs offers India flexibility in team combinations. Spin bowling all-rounders. The inclusion of Ravindra Jadeja, Axar Patin, and Washington Sundar ensures depth in batting while providing spin options. Their versatility is vital for adapting to pitches in the UAE, where spin could play a key role. 3. Experience and balanced batting lineup. Top order stability. With Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, and Virat Kohli forming the top 3, India boasts a reliable and experienced core capable of laying solid foundations or chasing big targets. Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul. Both players have demonstrated their ability to anchor the middle order while accelerating when required. Rahul's dual role as a wicketkeeper adds further flexibility. Emerging talent in Yashasvi Jaiswal. Jaiswal's inclusion as a left-handed reserve opener offers a counterbalance to the predominantly right-handed batting lineup. His recent form and adaptability to pressure situations make him a strong backup. 4. Tactical leadership and transition planning. Rohit Sharma's captaincy. With a wealth of experience in ICC tournaments, Rohit provides calm leadership and tactical acumen to handle high-pressure games. Shubman Gill as vice-captain. Appointing Gill as vice-captain underlines a clear transition plan. His ODI form and leadership potential position him as a future leader while contributing heavily as an opener. 5. Adaptability to conditions in the UAE. Spin-friendly conditions. The squad is well-equipped to handle Dubai spin-friendly pitches with Kuldeep, Jadeja, Axar, and Sundar providing variety and control. Death bowling resources. Bumrah and Arshdeep's abilities in the slog overs offer India an edge in defending or restricting totals in tight games. 6. Proven performers in ICC tournaments. Big match experience. Players like Rohit, Kohli, Shami, and Jadeja have consistently delivered in ICC tournaments, making them indispensable assets in high-pressure matches. Resilient core. The majority of this squad featured in the 2023 ODI World Cup, where India performed well. Familiarity and cohesion in the squad are key strengths. Conclusion. India's Champions Trophy squad boasts a well-rounded combination of experience, skill, and youthful energy. With a world-class bowling attack, versatile all-rounders, and a dependable batting lineup, the team has all bases covered to adapt to varying conditions in the UAE. While fitness and form will play a role closer to the tournament, The squad's depth and quality make India a formidable contender for the Champions Trophy title. If Team India plays to potential, this should be an easy trophy to win.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every playing of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch. Of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
India vs New Zealand, the grand showdown for Champions Trophy glory. Big picture, a clash of titans in Dubai. The ICC Champions Trophy 2025 has reached its grand final, and the cricketing world is set for an electrifying contest as India and New Zealand lock horns in Dubai. With both teams bringing their A-game, the stakes could not be higher. India, the pre-tournament favourites, have lived up to their billing with a dominant run, while New Zealand, a team accustomed to defying expectations, once again stand on the precipice of cricketing immortality. India's unbeaten journey through the tournament has been marked by clinical performances with both bat and ball. Their spin-heavy attack has wreaked havoc on opposition lineups, and their top order, led by the legendary Virat Kohli and the explosive Rohit Sharma, has shown remarkable consistency. On the other hand, New Zealand have showcased resilience, with Rachan Ravindra and Kane Williamson spearheading the batting efforts and Mitchell Santner leading a versatile bowling attack. Key battle: India's spinners versus New Zealand's batters. Dubai's sluggish pitch has played into India's strengths, with their quartet of spinners Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, Ravindra Jadeja, and Axar Patel accounting for 21 wickets in the tournament. The challenge for New Zealand will be countering this formidable attack, especially after struggling against them in their group stage encounter. Kane Williamson's ability to anchor the innings and Glenn Phillips' power hitting will be crucial in neutralising India's stranglehold in the middle overs. However, New Zealand's spinners Santner, Michael Bracewell, and Rachan Ravindra have been equally effective, taking 17 wickets. The battle of spin will define this contest, and whichever team adapts better to the conditions will likely emerge victorious. India's edge: confidence, experience, and depth. India hold a psychological edge, having already beaten New Zealand convincingly in the group stages. With a settled squad and a well-balanced lineup, they are unlikely to make changes. Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill have provided solid starts, while Kohli has continued his masterful consistency in chases. Hardik Pandya's all-round ability adds depth, and KL Rahul's reliability as a finisher gives India the confidence to chase any target. Moreover, their pace attack, led by Mohammad Shami, has complemented their spin prowess perfectly. Shami's ability to strike early and keep things tight in the death overs will be crucial. New Zealand's hope, redemption and history. For New Zealand, this is yet another chance to break their ICC final jinx. They last won an ICC ODI trophy in 2000 when they defeated India in the Champions Trophy final. Since then, they have been the perennial bridesmaids, finishing as runners-up in the 2015 and 2019 World Cups and the 2021 T20 World Cup. This time, under Santner's leadership, they will be desperate to go one step further. Kane Williamson, who has been the backbone of New Zealand cricket for over a decade, will be looking to leave his mark. Rachan Ravindra, who has lit up the tournament with his dazzling stroke play, will be key at the top of the order. Matt Henry's availability remains uncertain, but if he plays, his experience with the new ball could make a huge difference. What to expect? A tactical battle. The toss could be crucial. The trend in Dubai suggests that teams batting first have had an advantage, as run scoring becomes harder as the match progresses. Both captains will be keen to post a total and let their spinners dictate terms under lights. If Dew stays away, the team batting first could have a significant advantage. New Zealand will need to find ways to disrupt India's rhythm. Attacking the spinners early could be one approach, but that comes with risks. Conversely, India's approach will likely be one of patience, building partnerships and ensuring their spinners have a target to defend. Final thoughts: will India reign supreme or will New Zealand stun the world? India enter the final as favourites, but New Zealand thrive in the underdog role. If the Black Caps can hold their nerve and execute their plans with precision, they could finally get their hands on an ICC 50-over trophy after 25 years. However, India's all-round firepower, experience, and spin prowess make them a formidable force. One thing is certain: cricket fans are in for an unforgettable showdown as two of the world's best teams battle for the ultimate prize. Will it be redemption for New Zealand or another ICC triumph for India? We are about to find out.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every playing of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Your India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
IPL 2025 thriller at Wankhede. Mees clever bowling and Will Jack's all-round brilliance clinch win over SRH. Mumbai Indians beat Sunrisers Etihad by 4 wickets with 11 balls to spare. Match summary. Sunrisers Etihad 162 for 5 from 20 overs. Abhishek 40, Klassen 37, Jacks 2 for 14, Bumrah 1 for 21. Mumbai Indians 166 for 6, 18.1 overs. Jacks 36, Riculton 31, Cummins 3 for 26, Malinga 2 for 36. Mumbai Indians won by 4 wickets. Mumbai's strategic masterclass on a sluggish Wankhede pitch. Mumbai Indians MI delivered a calculated, tactical performance to edge out Sunrisers Hyderabad in a low-scoring but captivating clash. In a game where brains beat brawn, Me's bowlers adapted brilliantly to the sticky Wankhede pitch, using cutters, yorkers, and off-spin wizardry to restrict a powerful SRH lineup. With this win, MI have now won 2 in a row, and their playoff hopes are well and truly alive. Will Jacks, the unsung hero turned star. After a quiet start to his debut IPL season, Will Jacks finally showed his full worth. With the ball, 3 overs, 2 wickets, 14 runs completely shut down SRH's left-handed top 3. With the bat, 26 ball 36, part of a match-winning partnership with Suryakumar Yadav. MI deployed Jacks right after power play, where he extracted grip and turn, and dismissed both Ishan Kishan and Travis Head, changing the tempo of SRH's innings. He balls his matchup and gave us the tactical freedom to delay the impact sub, MI coach. Mumbai's bowling, yorkers, variation and discipline. Even without a full spell from Karan Sharma injured before bowling, Me's pace battery adapted beautifully. Jasprit Bumrah, ever the maestro, returned figures of 1 for 21, including a death over clinic in the 19th over that cost just 4 runs. Hardik Pandya, hobbling at times, still produced a vital breakthrough, while Dipacher, Trent Bolt, and Jacks applied a squeeze in the middle overs. The plan? Ball into the pitch. Mix in deceptive slower balls. Nail yorkers at the death. SRH's attempt to power down the ground failed repeatedly. They had just 5 sixes in total, with most boundaries coming behind square. SRH's struggles, missed momentum, misfired middle. SRH started with luck on their side. Abhishek Sharma dropped on the first ball of the match. Had survived a no-ball wicket. Jacks dropped a sitter at slip. Yet, they couldn't capitalize. Despite a 59-run opening stand, both Abhishek 40 of 27 and Head 28 of 29 found it tough to time their shots. The pitch was slow, and Me's bowling even slower, in the best way. Henrik Klassen 37 not out and Aniket Verma quick 17 not out did spark late fireworks, taking 43 runs from the last 3 overs, but that only lifted SRH to 162, par at best. Me's chase, early impetus, middle order magic. Rohit Sharma came in as an impact sub and, though brief, made a difference. 2 classy pulled sixes. 28-run cameo of just 15 balls. Riculton looked scratchy early but grew into his innings, scoring 31 and partnering Rohit to put on 57 for the opening stand. Though both fell in quick succession, Jacks and Suryakumar Yadav took over with a blistering 52-run stand in just 29 balls. They targeted SRH's spinners Jishan Ansari and Raujer, who both erred in line and length on a turning but unpredictable surface. The acceleration was clinical. MI went from 61 from 2 in 9 overs to 113 from 2 in 12. Malinga's freak over and a twist in the tail. Just when the game looked dead and buried, Ishan Malinga produced an incredible 18th over. 2 wickets. Just 1 run conceded. Suddenly, from 160 for 4, MI were 161 for 6. But needing just 2 runs in 12 balls, MI saw it through in the 19th. A calm finish to a tactical war. Top performers. Player performance. Will Jacks 36 and 2 for 14 in 3 overs game changer. Jasprit Bumrah 4 overs 1 for 21. Choked the middle and death overs. Abhishek Sharma 40 from 27. Fluent but lacked support. Mitchell Cummins 3 for 26. A brief but fiery spell. Tactical takeaways. Me's use of part-time spin jacks turned the game. SRH missed a steady anchor or finisher who could adapt to the surface. Me's flexible impact sub-strategy, using Rohit instead of a baller, proved inspired. Bumrah is still, by far, the world's most effective dead baller even with due. Points table impact. MI moved to middle with 3 wins in 7, gaining vital NRR boost. SRH falter again, and their playoff hopes now hang by a thread with just 2 wins. Final word. This was a match won by brains, not brute force. On a pitch offering no easy runs, Mumbai Indians outtaught and outplayed a powerful Sunriser side, showcasing their adaptability, leadership, and killer instinct. If MI can keep replicating such clever, condition-specific wins, don't count them out of the playoff race just yet. Next up, MI look to string together 3 in a row. SRH need urgent answers.
5 key reasons for India's Melbourne misery. India's 184-run defeat in the 4th Test at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, not only handed Australia a 2-1 lead in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, but also dealt a significant blow to their World Test Championship, WTC hopes. Despite moments of brilliance, the Indian team faltered under pressure, with their struggles in key areas proving costly. Here are the 5 critical reasons behind India's Melbourne collapse. Batting failures in crucial moments. India's batting lineup, apart from Yashasvi Jaiswal's valiant efforts, failed to withstand Australia's relentless bowling. Top order struggles. Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul were dismissed cheaply in both innings, leaving India's middle order exposed early. Rohit's first innings 17 and single-digit second innings score reflect his inability to anchor the innings. Kohli's misfires. Virat Kohli's string of soft dismissals continued, with his drive outside off-stump against Mitchell Starc on day 5, epitomizing his recent lack of form and questionable shot selection. Lower order fragility. The tail, which had fought valiantly in past series, collapsed under pressure. The final 7 wickets fell for just 34 runs in the second innings, turning a potential draw into a crushing defeat. 2. Over-reliance on Jasprit Bumrah. Bumrah was once again the standout performer, taking 9 wickets in the match, including a magnificent 5-4 in Australia's second innings. However, the lack of consistent support from other bowlers left too much burden on his shoulders. Lack of support. Mohammad Siraj and Akash Deep had their moments but failed to sustain pressure, allowing Australia's lower order to add valuable runs. Over-bowling Bumrah. India's reliance on Bumrah led to him bowling long spells, which may have contributed to fatigue, especially during Australia's last wicket stand. 3. Fielding woes. India's fielding performance was riddled with errors, including dropped catches at critical junctures. Jaiswal's misses. Jaiswal, though brilliant with the bat, dropped multiple catches, including key chances of Manus Labuschagne and Pat Cummins. These missed opportunities allowed Australia to rebuild and extend their lead. Crucial misses. Fielding errors in Australia's second innings were especially costly, giving the hosts a psychological edge and additional runs. Australia's bowling brilliance. Australia's bowlers, led by Pat Cummins and Scott Boland, executed their plans to perfection, exploiting India's vulnerabilities. Cummins' all-round heroics. Cummins earned the Player of the Match award for his all-around performance, with 6 wickets and 90 runs across the match. His ability to extract bounce and movement troubled India's batters throughout. Boland's consistency. Boland's knack for striking in crucial moments dismantled India's lower order. His second innings figures of 3 for 39 underscored his impact. Lyon's closing act. Nathan Lyon's ability to clean up the tail and his crucial breakthroughs in the middle overs ensured India never gained momentum. 5. Tactical missteps and mental fatigue. India's tactical decisions and mental lapses were glaring, especially on day 5. Defensive approach. India's cautious start in the second innings, aiming to save the game rather than chase the target, allowed Australia to dictate terms. Poor shot selection. The dismissals of Kohli, Pant and others highlighted a lack of application and awareness of match situations. Inability to handle pressure. With the WTC final on the line, India's inability to handle the pressure of high-stakes cricket was evident, particularly in the final session where they lost 7 wickets. Looking ahead. India's defeat in Melbourne highlights key areas of concern, particularly the fragility of the batting lineup, over-reliance on Bumrah, and fielding lapses. With the series finale in Sydney offering a chance to salvage pride and retain the Border Gavaskar trophy, India must regroup quickly and address these glaring issues. For Australia, the victory is a testament to their resilience and teamwork, led by Cummins' exceptional captaincy and all-round performance. With a spot in the WTC final now within their grasp, they will aim to close out the series on a high. As cricket fans reflect on this gripping test, it serves as a reminder of the fine margins that separate glory from despair in the longest format of the game.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every plane of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Like ocean's tide, every swing of hope sweet shakes, victory shines on every face. Your mind rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd,
voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high. Underneath the painted sky, with every chant the spirits soar, cricketing hearts forevermore. Stars at night, swinging beams, pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high. Underneath the painted sky, with every chant the spirits soar, cricketing hearts forevermore.
Manchester magic and mayhem, Pan's bravery, Stokes' strike, and England's ruthless reply. It was a day where courage danced with calamity, where history walked out wearing a moon boot, and where India's grip on the 4 Tests loosened under relentless pressure of England's opening salvo. Day 2 of the Manchester Test will be remembered not only for the scoreboard swings, but for the sheer audacity of Rishabh Pant and the calculated aggression of Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley. Pant's brave heart act, morning at Old Trafford, began quietly, overcast, cool and unsuspecting. But before long, Rishabh Pant seized the day's narrative, limping down the stairs, bat in hand, striding out with a fractured foot that should have kept him out for weeks. The roar from the Manchester crowd wasn't just noise, it was recognition of grit, of guts, of a cricketer who redefined commitment. Pant's 54 off 75 wasn't a cameo, it was a warrior's charge. He hit his 90th six in Test cricket, equaling Sehwag's Indian record, and surpassed Alex Stewart to notch the most Test runs by a wicket-keeper in a series in England. It was cricket theatre at its purest, a limping hero, an expectant crowd, and a series on the edge. Stokes finds his magic, but Pant's bravery could only drag India to 358. A total that looked robust but not imposing. That's largely because Ben Stokes turned back the years with the ball, aggressive, inventive, relentless. His 5-wicket haul, 5 for 72, was his first in 8 years. Whether it was trapping combos with a ball that kissed the outside edge or pitching it up with sharp movement, Stokes showed why he's more than captain, he's an instigator. The supporting act came from Jofra Archer 3 for 73, but it was Stokes who held the script. His 16 wickets in the series so far mark his most prolific Test series with the ball, surpassing even his Ashes debut heroics. Duckett and Crawley, demolition men. Then came England's counterpunch, a brutal, clinical, boundary-laced partnership from Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley that drained every ounce of energy from the Indian attack. In just 46 overs, the pair added 166 runs, flattening any plans India might have had for taking control. Duckett was merciless. He scored 94 runs, finding the boundary behind the square leg with surgical precision. Not one of his first 50 runs came through the offside, an oddity that underlined his control of line. One flick through mid-wicket from a good-length delivery had the crowd chanting before the ball crossed the rope. Crawley, more circumspect, endured early discomfort, including a rising snort from Boomer that struck his bottom hand. But once settled, his 84-run effort was filled with glorious drives and firm resolve. The ease with which he punished anything remotely full made India's bowlers look out of sorts. Indian bowlers misfire. It was India's bowling truly let the side down. Tactics were muddled, lengths inconsistent. The Duke's ball, notorious for getting dangerous after the 15th of October overs, was not exploited. Unsure Kamboj, the debutant, was expensive early on, and while Siraj and Boomer tried, the discipline wasn't there. England raced along at nearly 5 runs per over, and even when Jadeja removed Crawley and Kamboj got Dickett late in the day, the damage had been done. By stumps, England had racked up 225 for 2, trailing by just 133 runs with 2 fresh batters, Ollie Pope and Joe Root, ready to resume. Looking ahead, Day 2 closed with a poignant sense of what if for India. Pant gave them heart. Stokes showed them how. But Duckett and Crawley exposed a bowling unit in its rethinking and recalibration. Day 3 will now be pivotal. If India can't strike early and often, England could run away with the match in the series. They bowled to the left, they bowled to the right. The chant in the party stand said it all. India need to respond, and fast.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
India's great escape at Old Trafford, a test of character, grit, and unyielding spirit in the heart of Manchester. Beneath the graying skies and the fierce scrutiny of history, India pulled off one of the most audacious fightbacks in recent memory. What began as a test teetering towards a crushing defeat slowly transformed into a tale of resilience, endurance, and silent heroism. The fourth test at Old Trafford didn't just end in a draw. It was a hard-earned survival story. A masterclass in mental fortitude and a stark warning. India does not go quietly. It was a test England thought they had in their pocket. At 1-4-2 in the second innings, 300 runs still to climb, just to level the scores, India looked like a team out of breath. Rishabh Pant was ruled out, Their bowlers were spent, and the crowd had begun to anticipate a swift finish. But where others saw an ending, India saw a beginning. And that beginning came with the calm defiance of Shubman Gill. Already a man reborn this series, played like a captain possessed. He faced down the new ball, stared into England's eyes, and refused to blink. Every shot was a declaration. India would not fold. Partnering first with the seasoned KL Rahul, Gill stitched a partnership worth 188 runs. Their stand wasn't just about survival, it was about shifting momentum. Frustrating the bowlers and tilting the psychological scales back towards the visitors. As Rahul fell just short of a century, the next phase of resistance began. It was a new pairing, an unlikely one. But Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja turned out to be India's unbreakable wall. Not just holding the line, they redrew it. Both men batted with poise and patience. Wearing down England's bowlers through 143 overs in the second innings, together they added 203 unbroken runs and ensured that India walked away not bruised but buoyed. Washington's maiden test ton and Jadeja's defiant century will go down in folklore, not for flash, but for fortitude. England threw everything they had. Ben Stokes, battling through shoulder pain and cramp, delivered one of the spells of the series. Fiery, hostile, and filled with heart. He dismissed Rahul, nearly removed Gill, and kept the flame of hope alive. But the injuries caught up. The bowlers tired. The fielders grew frustrated. Tempers frayed, and by the final hour, the match had spiraled into surrealism. Stokes offered a draw. India declined. And when part-time bowlers lobbed balls at 35 miles per hour, Jadeja lofted sixes, and Sundar jogged through for centuries. England watched, wounded and weary, as India celebrated from the balcony. Not a win, but a mighty escape. What made it all the more remarkable was the context. India had spent over 250 overs in the field, their fast bowlers were hobbling, and their talismanic keeper-batter Pant had exited the stage, injured after his act of bravery. Yet out came a team not resigned to fate, but determined to right their own. From Root's record-breaking 152 Stokes heroics. From Gill's consistency to the indomitable spirit of Jadeja and Washington, this test had everything, except a result. And that, in the end, is what made it poetic. As the teams head to the Oval for the finale, the series stands at 2-1, but in spirit, it's 2-all. India has every reason to believe, because this wasn't just a draw. This was defiance made flesh. This was the heart of Test cricket.
Mukesh 4-4 flattens LSG as Rahul powers DC closer to the summit at Bharat Ratna Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Khana Cricket Stadium, Lucknow on the 22nd of April, 2025. Lucknow Super Giants 159 for 6. Delhi Capitals 161 for 2 in 17.5 overs. DC won by 8 wickets. A return, a revenge, a rout. KL Rahul returned to face his former team. And while Rishabh Pant remained a mystery in the batting order, it was Mukesh Kumar's career-best 4 for 33 that set the tone for Delhi Capitals' emphatic 8-wicket win over Lucknow Super Giants, as DC tightened their grip in the top half of the table, tied on points with Gujarat Titans. And the storylines? Drama off the field, composure on it. LSG's bright start ends in a tailspin. For the first 10 overs, Lucknow looked set to deliver fireworks. Aidan Markram, crisp and confident, launched their innings with clean power play hitting, 2 sixes, swift rotation, smart angles. He scored 30 of the 51 runs in the power play, and alongside Mitchell Marsh, took LSG to a menacing 87 without loss by the 10th over. But what followed was a free-fall. In the next 10 overs, LSG could only muster 72 runs, losing 6 wickets in the process. The well-oiled top order had turned leaky, and it was Mukesh Kumar who wrenched the game back for Delhi. Mukesh the Marauder. It was classic late overs death bowling. Reverse swing. Yorkers. Back of A-length menace. In the 14th over, Mukesh broke the back of LSG's surge. First, he deceived Abdul Samad into a return catch, then produced a searing Yorker to knock over Marsh, who was looking dangerous on 45. The final over of the innings was a roller coaster, 3 consecutive falls by Ayush Badoni, followed by Mukesh rebounding with 2 bold dismissals in 3 balls, including that of Rishabh Pant, who curiously walked out at number 7 and lasted just 2 balls. The mystery? Pant didn't appear until 2 balls remained in the innings, his lowest ever IPL batting position since his debut season in 2016. And when he did, he attempted a reverse scoop first ball. Missed. Second ball, bowled off the pads. The shock value of his late appearance matched only the anticlimax of his exit. Delhi's spin puzzle. While Mukesh ruled the death, Axar Patel played the holding role with 4 tight overs up front, 4 for 29, bowled out by the 7th over. It was a tactical masterstroke that allowed Kuldeep Yadav to operate during the squeeze overs. Kuldeep 4 overs for 33 didn't strike, but made sure the run rate never ballooned. Dushmantha Shemara, returning to the 11, chipped in with a breakthrough of Makram, while Mitchell Starc once again proved Pooran's kryptonite, removing him with a well-directed slower bouncer, his 5th dismissal of Pooran in 7 T20 meetings. The result? LSG were held to their lowest total of the season. Rahul returns to haunt LSG. Last season, cameras had caught LSG's owner delivering a public dressing down to KL Rahul after a heavy defeat. A few months later, LSG released him. On Tuesday night, Rahul responded the way top-class players do, by letting his bat talk. He reached 5,000 IPL runs, the fastest of the landmark, in just 130 innings, and then finished the chase with a 6. Composed, measured, and graceful, Rahul's 57 not out off 43 came without fuss, but full of class. Perel's breakthrough, Axar's finisher touch. After losing Karen there early, Delhi needed a strong start and Abhishek Perel delivered. The young left-hander scored 51 off 36 balls, his first IPL 50, and paired up with Rahul to stitch a match-winning stand of 92 runs. Perel's wristy flicks and confident sweeps caught the eye, while Axar Patel, promoted to number 4, arrived in 4th gear, smashing an unbeaten 34 of 20, including the winning runs with 13 balls remaining. DC wrapped up the chase at 161 for 2 in 17.5 overs, a cruise after the pressure LSG had built early. Key moments. Mukesh Kumar's 4 for 33, one of the finest death bowling exhibitions this season. Pant's bizarre number 7 entry, 2 balls, 1 misjudged ramp, 0 runs. Rahul's 5,000-run milestone, the perfect exclamation point to a redemption arc. Perel's maiden 50, coming of age on a night when it counted. Player of the match, Mukesh Kumar. 4 for 33, controlled the death, crushed LSG's momentum. Final word, Delhi Capitals are roaring back into title contention. Their bowling unit, led by the tactical nous of Axar and the pace of Mukesh, is peaking at the right time, and their batting is oozing confidence with Rahul anchoring and youngsters like Perel stepping up. Lucknow's supergiants, meanwhile, are left with more questions than answers. From Pant's puzzling position to their slide after a dominant start, this was a match they let slip through their fingers. With only a handful of games left before playoffs, DC have momentum, and that might just make all the difference.
Ballers and Salt combine as RCB storm into IPL final after 9 years. Venue, new. Match, IPL 2025 Qualifier 1. Result, Royal Challengers RCB beat Kings PBKs by 8 wickets. RCB into final, PBKs gets another chance through the eliminators. A ruthless RCB display powered by ballers and blistering Salt. In a spectacular display of seam, spin, and Salt-powered savagery, Royal Challengers dismantled Kings to charge into their first IPL final since 2016, ending a 9-year wait. A disciplined, ferocious bowling attack backed up by an explosive knock from Phil Salt-ensured RCB made light work of PBK's modest total of 101, sealing victory by 8 wickets with a whopping 60 balls to spare. RCB bowlers wreak havoc on a tricky pitch. The win was built on a relentless display of fast bowling precision and deceptive spin. Hazelwood, returning with quite authority, was simply unplayable. On a pitch with bounds and seam, he found perfect lengths to challenge the horizontal bat shots of PBKS's batters. Dismissing and wingless, Hazelwood extracted steep bounds and just enough deviation to keep edges flying and batters guessing. His control set the tone early. Who has grown in confidence this season, backed him up with well-directed base at the body, mixing short balls with skiddy-length deliveries. His tight spells helped strangle the lower middle order, leaving no room for recovery. And then came the surprise package. With his whippy action and unreadable googlies, dismantled PBKS's illusions of fight back. Marcus Stoinis and debutant Mushir all misread his wrongins, committing to premeditated slog sweeps on a pitch that demanded reading of the pitch. His 3-wicket haul wasn't just statistical, it was surgical. Phil Salt, the calm within the storm. As the ball nipped and bounced under the lights, many expected a nervy chase, but Phil Salt took the game by the scruff of the neck and demolished that narrative. He began fluently, showing intent from the outset, and then launched a full assault in the power play. He smashed a 23-ball 50, his fastest in IPL, with stunning balance and impeccable timing. His ability to punish width and loft over extra cover made him nearly unplayable. What stood out wasn't just the strike rate, but the clarity of execution. Even as Kaya Jamieson and Sam Curran probed with decent movement, Salt latched onto the first poor delivery and dispatched it. 1 over from Jamieson went for 21, including a ferocious cut, a pull, and a regal cover drive. Salt's assault rendered the conditions irrelevant. It became a mere formality after he was done. Strategic depth and execution. RCB's bowling strategy, fast, short, into the body, mixed with sharp wrist spin, was perfect for the surface. The batters didn't need to be heroes, just sensible. Salt went above and beyond. It was also telling how RCB read the pitch better than PBKs, adapted quicker, and didn't allow scoreboard pressure to change their plans. PBKs, on the other hand, stuck blindly to their aggressive playbook, even when it was clearly leading them to a cliff. Verdict: a team reborn. This was not a one-man show. It was a cohesive, balanced, and composed team performance, exactly the kind RCB were missing in previous years. Hazelwood's control, deception, aggression, and Salt's decisiveness have given this side a new character, one that's more method than madness. RCB now march into the final with confidence and cohesion. And for the first time in years, you get the feeling they're not just hoping to win the IPL, they're expecting to.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Inshallah, India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soars, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel blazing glory's flame, every playing of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat filled a roar. With that involved, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India will always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hope's sweet shakes, victory shines on every face. Your India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
Gladiators roar in Rawalpindi. Alan, Shakil and Abrar crush Zalmi in PSL 2025 statement win. PSL 10 got its first seismic shocker as the Quetta Gladiators sent a thunderous warning to the rest of the league, trashing Peshawar Zalmi by 80 runs in a match that had fireworks, finesse, and full-blown domination. The script was explosive. Enter Finn Allen and Sao Shakil exit Zalmi's bowling plans. Follow that with a wrecking ball spell from Abrar Ahmed, and what you get is one of the most commanding wins in recent PSL memory. First, the phenomenal assault. You know a batter is on another level when he smacks 53 of 25 balls and it still feels faster than it looks. Finn Allen came out swinging like a man poses. With power, intent and zero respect for line or length, he set the tone by decimating Suvian Mukim 3 sixes in a 4 in 1 over. Yes, please. He departed eventually, but the storm had already ripped through Zawi's early confidence. Saud Shakil, precision meets poise. While Allen brought the thunder, Saud Shakir was a lightning, sharp, elegant, and lethal. His 15-9 off 33 balls wasn't just a supporting act, it was a masterclass in powerplay batting under control. Together, the pair posted 65 in just 6 overs, effectively turning the game into a mountain before Zalmi even blinked. Then came the follow-up act, Hassan Nawaz, Really Rosso, and finally Kushal Mendes, who torched the death overs with an unbeaten 35 of 14, lifting Quetta to a massive 216 for 3. Babar gone. Awir strikes early. If Zalmi had even a shred of hope in this monster chase, it evaporated on the second ball. Muhammad Amir, back in the PSL with fire in his veins, dismissed Babar Alam for a duck, the Zalmi captain's worst possible start. Rawalpindi stood stunned, and Zalmi never recovered. Abrar Ahmad, the magician, strikes again. In came Abrar Ahmad and outwent Zalmi's hopes. His spell was deceptive, dangerous, and devastating. 4 wickets for 42 runs, including the crucial blows to Harris, Kolakitmore, and late-order hitters. A web of spin that Zalmi never escaped. The middle-order collapse, 6 wickets for 24 runs, left nothing but rubble. Ayub and Owen lone warriors. There were glimmers of resistance. Saim Ayub compiled a gritty 50 of 38 balls, and Aussie Mitchell Owen lit up the day with 31 of 13 balls, including 4 sixes. But when you are chasing 217, glimmers aren't enough. You need a floodlight of form, and Zalmi were running on emergency power. The final verdict, Quetta means business. This wasn't just a win, it was a message. The Gladiators, often slow starters in the PSL, now look like genuine title contenders. Their top order clicked, their spin trump card fired, and their death bowling held strong. Team balance? Check. Firepower? Double check. If you are sleeping on Quetta this season, wake up, the Gladiators have arrived. Gladiators march into their second match fired up. Zalmi? They'll need more than hope to bounce back. PSL 10 has officially ignited, and it's already an unforgettable ride. Locked at 387, a day of grit, glory, and gathering storms at Lord's. Day 3 at Lord's was less a cricket match and more an emotional opera, full of suspense, theater, fire, brilliance, and just the right touch of chaos. When the dust finally settled, India and England stood on exactly the same score, 387 each. Tied. Perfectly. Like a test match arm wrestle frozen in a photo finish. But the day truly belonged to KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, a trio that weathered storms, overcame nerves, and kept India's hopes alive against all odds. KL Rahul, calm, composed, and centurion again. KL Rahul walked into this match with the confidence of a man who had seen the lows and fought his way back. His innings of 100 was more than just a personal milestone. It was a statement. Controlled, elegant, unflappable, Rahul set the tone for India's innings, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. With lunch looming and Rahul stranded on 98, Rishabh Pant attempted a desperate single that led to a brilliant Ben Stokes run-out, ending their century stand and adding drama to what had been a stoic session. Rahul's eventual dismissal came 11 balls after reaching his ton, a soft ending to what had been a masterclass in temperament and timing. Rishabh Pant, unpredictable, unstoppable, unforgettable. Still recovering from injury, Pant refused to be passive. He charged Jofra Archer, attempted reverse scoops, smashed sixes, and even took on the short ball barrage from Ben Stokes. His 74 was stitched from courage and chaos quintessentially Pant. Even when reckless, his intent fired up the dressing room, the kind of spark that inflames belief. And with 88 Test sixes, he's just 2 short of Seawag's all-time India record. Ravindra Jadeja, the rock in the middle order. Comet the hour, Comet Sir Jadeja. His 72 off 131 balls might not earn screaming headlines, but it was the silent steal in India's innings. Archer was breathing fire, Stokes was snarling, but Jadeja stood tall, showing the technique of a top-order batter and the tenacity of a street fighter. His wicket fell with India 11 short of England's total. The tail wagged briefly, and the match was beautifully, poetically, ridiculously tied at 387. England's fire and frustration. Ben Stokes looked closer as Vintage best, aggressive, confrontational, and incredibly sharp in the field. His direct hit was pure theater. His short-pitch spell was pure venom. And then there was Jeffrey Archer. Clocking 150-plus kilometer H, Archer produced his fastest ever test spell, hurling down lightning bolts that had Jadeja and Reddy dancing on the edge. It felt like 2019 again, only this time India didn't flinch. Despite the pressure, England couldn't force a collapse, and when England came out to bat again, the deliberate slowing down of play and exchanges with Shubman and Gill only underlined the pressure cooker this test has become. He succeeds, a second-inning shootout at Lord's. As Day 3 closed with England 2-0, this test is now delicately poised for a second-inning shootout. With Jasper Bumrah and Akash deep waiting in the wings and India's belief sky high, the momentum is subtly shifting. India has already outplayed England's bowlers across 2 tests. They've matched them in the field. Now they must bowl with control and intend to press on the advantage. England's top order is under scrutiny. Root is yet to fire in this innings, but looms large, and India's quicks are rested, hungry, and battle-tested. Key to Day 4. Early wickets, India needs to strike quickly before Root or Brooks settle. Bumrah factor, back on his hunting ground, Bumrah could be the difference maker. Pant's fitness, his ability to keep him bat again, will influence India's strategy. Pitch behavior, Lords might flatten out, making the first 2 sessions vital. Final word. If Day 2 was about fire and domination, Day 3 was about finesse, fightbacks, and emotional swings. And now, heading into Day 4, India smells opportunity. This test is no longer just a match. It's a mental duel, a tug-of-war of intent, belief, and execution. The team that blinks now loses.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
Champions Trophy 2025 Team Performance Analysis. Group A, competitive but fragile. New Zealand, first, 2 points, NRR plus 1.200. Strengths, clinical performance with bat and ball. Tom Latham's unbeaten 118 and Will Young's 107 showcased their batting depth. Their spinners, Santner and Bracewell, controlled the middle overs effectively. Weaknesses, the pace attack looked thin due to injuries to Ferguson and Sears, though Orawak stepped up with 3 wickets against Pakistan. Outlook, with Pakistan and Bangladesh left to play, they are strong contenders for the semi-finals, especially if they maintain their spin dominance and middle-order consistency. India, second, 2 points, NRR plus 0.408. Strengths, Shubman Gill's composed century under pressure and Shami's 5-4 against Bangladesh highlighted India's ability to handle tricky situations. Their top order remains robust with Rohit Sharma's aggressive starts. Weaknesses, vulnerability in the middle order was exposed after Rohit's dismissal. Kohli's sluggish innings, 22 of 38, showed discomfort on slow surfaces. Outlook, with Bangladesh and Pakistan remaining, India is well positioned but needs to sharpen their middle overs batting and fielding, which was subpar in the opening match. Bangladesh, third, 0 points, NRR minus 0.408. Strengths, Tauhid Hrido's fighting century and Jake Ali's resilience stood out. Their spin attack, led by Rishad Hussain, kept India under pressure. Weaknesses, top-order fragility and inconsistent pace attack. Early collapses, 35 for 5 versus India, continue to plague them. Outlook, with India, New Zealand, and Pakistan yet to play, Bangladesh faces an uphill task. Winning at least 2 matches is crucial for semi-final hopes. Pakistan, fourth, 0 points, NRR minus 1.200. Strengths, Babar Azam's stability and Khushdil Shah's late counter-attack were the only positives. Pace duo Shaheen and Naseem still hold wicket-taking potential. Weaknesses, Fakhar Zaman's injury exposed their top-order vulnerability. Their middle order lacked fluency, and fielding errors compounded their problems. Outlook, with New Zealand, India, and Bangladesh yet to face, Pakistan must win all 3 to secure semi-final qualification, a daunting task given their current form. Group B, South Africa and Australia set the pace. South Africa, first, 2 points, NRR plus 2.140. Strengths, Ryan Rickalton's century and Kagiso Rabada's fiery spell dismantled Afghanistan. Their balanced attack, with Angidi and Mulder supporting Rabada, provides flexibility. Weaknesses, vulnerability against spin in middle overs remains a concern, though not fully tested against Afghanistan. Outlook, with Australia, England, and Afghanistan left, South Africa looks semi-final bound if they maintain current form. Australia, second, 2 points, NRR plus 0.475. Strengths, Josh Inglis's match-winning century and Alex Carey's support showcased their batting depth. Shami's cutters exposed their vulnerability but didn't prevent victory. Weaknesses, pace attack looked toothless at times, especially when Duckett scored 165 for England. Death over bowling needs improvement. Outlook, with South Africa, England, and Afghanistan left, Australia remains a strong semi-final contender but needs bowling tightening. England, third, 0 points, NRR minus 0.475. Strengths, Ben Duckett's record 165 and Root's 68 were batting highlights. Archer bowled with pace but lacked control in the death overs. Weaknesses, inconsistent bowling and fielding lapses hurt them. Cars and Wood lacked discipline under pressure. Outlook, must win against Australia and Afghanistan to stay in contention. Spin strategy needs improvement on subcontinent surfaces. Afghanistan, fourth, 0 points, NRR minus 2.140. Strengths, Rehmat Shah's fighting 1990 and Rashid Khan's all-round contribution stood out. They showed resilience despite the defeat to South Africa. Weaknesses, lack of batting depth and inconsistent pace attack. Poor fielding cost them crucial moments. Outlook, They need to upset England and Australia while maintaining a healthy NRR to have any hope of progression. Early insights and trends. Spin is king, slow, turning surfaces in Karachi and Lahore are favouring spinners. Santner, Bracewell, and Rishad Hussain were particularly effective. Top order dominance, winning teams, India, New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa, all benefited from top order centuries, Gill, Latham, Young, Rickalton, Inglis. Death over surge, Australia, 113 runs in last 10 overs versus England, and New Zealand, 125-run partnership between Latham and Phillips, demonstrated the importance of acceleration. Fielding gaps, dropped catches and misfields cost Pakistan, Bangladesh, and England. New Zealand and South Africa set the standard in sharp fielding. Projected semi-final path. Based on current form and fixtures. Group A, New Zealand and India look favourites unless Bangladesh pulls off an upset. Group B, South Africa and Australia lead the race, while England and Afghanistan must win all. Prediction. Final 4, New Zealand, India Indian, South Africa South African, Australia Australian. Dark horse, Bangladesh Bangladeshi, if they upset India or Pakistan. Key battles ahead, India vs New Zealand, 2nd March, Australia vs South Africa, 1st March. Conclusion. The Champions Trophy 2025 has already provided thrilling encounters, with New Zealand and South Africa setting the pace. While India and Australia remain strong, Pakistan, England, and Bangladesh must quickly find consistency to stay in contention. Spin, fielding, and middle-order stability will define success as the tournament progresses.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Java India underneath the painted sky. With every check the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
India clinched third ICC Champions Trophy title with commanding victory. Rohit, Rahul, and spinners shine as India triumphs over New Zealand in the final. Dubai, March 9, 2025. India cemented their dominance in world cricket by securing their third ICC Champions Trophy title, overcoming New Zealand by 4 wickets in a gripping final. With this win, India continued their formidable record in ICC tournaments, remaining unbeaten for the second consecutive campaign and further solidifying their reputation as the most complete team in modern-day cricket. Match summary. New Zealand 251 for 7, Mitchell 63, Bracewell 53, Kuldeep 2-40, Varun 2-45, India 254 for 6, Rohit 76, Iyer 48, Rahul 34, Bracewell 2-28, asterisk. A toss that set the tone. Winning the toss played a pivotal role as New Zealand elected to bat first on a slow, tired surface in Dubai. The Kiwis got off to a rapid start, reaching 69 for 1 in the power play, but India's world-class spinners clawed them back into submission. With 38 overs of spin bowled, more than in any other match this tournament, India restricted New Zealand to 251 for 7, despite a late flurry from Michael Bracewell. Spin to win. India's middle overs stranglehold. Rakan Ravindra, the tournament's leading run scorer, began fluently but fell to Kuldeep Yadav's wrong-on first ball, setting the stage for an Indian spin masterclass. Kane Williamson followed soon after, deceived in flight, and caught off his own leading edge. Kuldeep, 2-40, and Varun Chakravarthi, 2-45, ensured that New Zealand struggled to build momentum, with Tom Latham and Daryl Mitchell forced into a grind in the middle overs. As New Zealand attempted a late surge, Mohammad Shami removed Mitchell, but Bracewell's counterattack with 3 4s and 2 6s lifted them past 250, just about a fighting total in these conditions. Rohit Sharma leads the charge in the chase. In reply, India came out all guns blazing. Rohit Sharma's commanding 76 set the platform, taking full advantage of the early power play. However, New Zealand spinners fought back admirably, led by Michael Bracewell, 2-28, who removed Virat Kohli for just 1 and stalled India's progress with disciplined bowling. Shreyas Iyer, 48, and Aksa Patel, 26, then steadied the ship with a crucial 61-run stand, though nerves crept in with Iyer's dismissal in the 39th over. At 122 for 3, India still required 67 runs off 68 balls. With the required run rate hovering around a runnable, KL Rahul, 34 asterisk, calmly guided India home alongside Ravindra Jadeja, ensuring no late hiccups. India's unstoppable streak in ICC events. With this victory, India continued their astonishing record in ICC events, having won 22 of their last 23 completed matches. They now hold 2 of the 4 major ICC trophies, reaching the finals in the other 2. This triumph also marked their 2nd consecutive undefeated ICC tournament, highlighting their unparalleled consistency on the global stage. Looking ahead, India's golden era? This win adds another feather to India's cap, raising the question, are we witnessing the beginning of a golden era in Indian cricket? With an unbeatable combination of world-class batsmen, fearless all-rounders, and an unmatched spin arsenal, India has set the benchmark for all teams to follow. For New Zealand, the wait for another ICC title continues. Despite their valiant effort, they fell short in yet another ICC final, further extending their heartbreak on the grandest stage. As India lifts the Champions Trophy once again, one thing is certain: their dominance in global cricket is far from over.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shall India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
like ocean's tide. Every swing of hope's we chase, victory shines on every face. Your mind rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every playing of a name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. Shawainia rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shall I be rising high, underneath the painted sky? With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that involved, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India will always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hope, sweet shakes. Victory shines on every face. Your India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
CSK crashed to fifth straight defeat as ruthless kicker humiliate hosts at Japoik. Japoik is no longer a fortress. On a balmy Friday night in Chennai, the Kolkata Knight Riders kicker stormed into MS Dhoni's backyard and handed Chennai Super Kings CSK their worst ever total at home, chasing down a paltry target of 104 in just 10.1 overs to win by 8 wickets. The victory was not only emphatic but symbolic. A powerhouse like CSK, 5-time champions, were dismantled in their own conditions by a side that hadn't looked as assured all season. It was CSK's 5th consecutive loss, a new and unwanted record for a team long associated with consistency and control. Nareen leads the spin assault. KKR's revival was built on a classic spin strangle, executed to perfection by Sunny Nareen, Varun Chakravarti, and Harshit Rana. Nareen in particular rolled back the years with a dazzling spell of 3 for 13, including a rare feat of bowling 4 overs without conceding a boundary, the 16th time he's done that in the IPL, the most by any bowler. Introduced early to target CSK's two left-handed openers, Nareen struck immediately. He dismissed Devon Conway with a wicket maiden and exposed the brittle CSK middle order within the power play. Mean Ali, returning to the 11, set the tone with a tight spell that prevented any momentum. Rachin Ravinder followed Conway soon after, and by the end of 6 overs, CSK were 31 for 2, a crawl by T20 standards and the second worst power play performance this season. CSK's middle order falters again. The cracks in CSK's lineup are now deep and obvious. Their much-wanted middle order ones again fell apart. Rahul Tripathi, brought in for the out-of-form Raj Gaikwad, played a muddled knock of 16 of 22 balls. Vijay Shankar received 2 lifelines through dropped catches but could only muster 29 of 27, struggling to find timing or confidence. And then came the collapse. From 59 for 3, CSK nosedived to 75 for 8. In a 20-over game, that is nothing short of catastrophic. The most damning phase was a 63-ball stretch without a boundary, a statistic that underlines the helplessness of CSK's batters against relentless KKR bowling. In that stretch, the only joy came via a toppage 4. MS Dhoni, brought back into the captaincy hot seat, walked into deafening cheers, but left under a cloud of uncertainty. He was trapped LBW by Nareen for a duck, and the replays showed a faint edge that stirred debate. The on-field decision stood. A tankless defense. With just 103 to defend and Madhishap Rana unable to bowl, CSK were down a bowler even before the first over was completed. They took the gamble of using Deep Huda as their impact player to bolster the batting, but he fell for a duck, compounding their woes. The new ball bowlers went hard searching for wickets, but in doing so, only bled runs. KKR ransacked 71 runs in the power play, effectively putting the result beyond doubt in the first 6 overs. Nareen wasn't done with just a ball. He returned with the bat to smash a 20-ball 44, snatching the chase away from CSK before they could even entertain thoughts of a miracle. A statement win for KKR. KKR finished the job in style, reached ING 107 for 2 in just 10.1 overs, led by Nareen and a calm finish from Ankrish Rawanshi and Ramla Gurbaz. The win was not just about the points. It was a statement that KKR are figuring out their combinations and, when conditions suit their bowlers, they are as dangerous as any side in the IPL. CSK in crisis mode. For CSK, this is now 5 straight defeats, a run that leaves them 9th on the points table. Their batting depth has been exposed, their bowling plans haven't worked, and their star players are out of rhythm. They've now failed to chase totals above 180 in 11 consecutive attempts, and even defending middling totals has become a nightmare. Captain MS Dhoni summed it up bluntly. We need to look deep down inside. And they must, quickly. Because from here, every game could be the difference between a playoff run and a forgettable campaign. Best team for India in ICC Champions Trophy 2025 and reasons behind the selections. 1. Rohit Sharma, captain, opener. Reason: Rohit Sharma is India's most experienced opener and a proven match winner in ICC tournaments. Known for his ability to anchor innings and unleash explosive shots when required, Sharma's temperament makes him the ideal captain. He has an exceptional record in ODIs, and his leadership has already delivered major successes, including an IPL title and consistent performances in multi-nation tournaments. 2. Yashasvi Jaiswal, opener. Reason: the young left-hander is a rising star in Indian cricket, with an aggressive playing style that maximizes scoring during the power play. Jaiswal's consistency in domestic cricket and his ability to handle international bowlers with confidence make him a strong partner for Sharma at the top. His adaptability across formats ensures he can thrive under pressure in high-stakes matches. 3. Shubman Gill, Vice Captain. Number 3. Reason. Shubman Gill is arguably one of the finest young batters in world cricket. With a stellar ODI record and an ability to anchor innings, Gill is a natural choice for the critical number 3 position. His calm demeanor and technique against both pace and spin make him a reliable asset. As vice captain, he offers leadership support and represents the future of Indian cricket. 4. Virat Kohli, number 4. Reason. Kohli's unparalleled experience in ICC tournaments and his track record as one of the greatest ODI batters in history make him an automatic selection. Although traditionally a number 3 batter, his adaptability to move to number 4 strengthens the middle order. Kohli's chase master abilities and knack for performing under pressure make him a cornerstone of the batting lineup. 5. KL Rahul, wicketkeeper, number 5. Reason. Rahul's dual role as a wicketkeeper batsman adds significant flexibility to the team. His ability to rotate the strike and accelerate when needed ensures balance in the middle overs. Rahul has consistently proven his worth as a finisher, making him a vital cog in India's middle order. 6. Hardik Pandya, all-rounder, number 6. Reason. Hardik Pandya brings balance to the team with his explosive batting and handy medium-pace bowling. As one of the best finishers in the game, Pandya can take the attack to the opposition in the death overs. His recent leadership experience in T20s has added a tactical dimension to his game, making him an even more valuable asset. 7. Ravindra Jadeja, all-rounder, number 7. Reason. Jadeja's all-round capabilities make him indispensable. His left-arm spin is economical and effective in breaking partnerships, while his low-order batting ensures depth. Jadeja's athleticism and fielding skills add another dimension, often saving crucial runs and effecting game-changing run-outs. 8. Washington Sundar, all-rounder, number 8. Reason. Sundar's ability to bowl economically in the power play and middle overs makes him a valuable spinner. His off-spin complements Jadeja's left-arm variety, and his batting adds depth to the lower order. Sundar's calmness under pressure has been evident in his performances against top teams. 9. Mohammad Shami, pacer. Reason. Shami is India's most experienced pacer and a proven wicket-taker in ODIs. His ability to swing the ball in the power play and deliver pinpoint yorkers in the death overs makes him a key figure in the bowling attack. Shami's consistency and knack for delivering in crunch situations ensure he remains a trusted option. 10. Mohammad Siraj, pacer. Reason. Siraj has emerged as a force to reckon with in recent years. His ability to extract movement in all conditions, coupled with his aggression and accuracy, makes him a potent weapon. Siraj's recent performances in high-pressure games demonstrate his readiness to take on top teams. 11. Kuldeep Yadav, spinner. Reason. Kuldeep's wrist spin brings a wicket-taking edge to India's bowling attack. His ability to turn the ball sharply and deceive batters with variations makes him a match winner. Kuldeep has delivered consistently in the middle overs, often breaking partnerships and tilting the game in India's favor. Key reserves. Sanju Samson, wicketkeeper batsman. Samson's ability to score quickly makes him an ideal backup for KL Rahul. His versatility across formats ensures he can step up if required. Arshdeep Singh, left-arm pacer. Arshdeep adds left-arm pace variety and is highly effective in the death overs with his accurate yorkers. Axar Patin, all-rounder. Axar's all-round abilities and experience in spin-friendly conditions make him a strong backup for Jadeja or Sundar. Shreyas Iyer, batsman. Iyer's ability to build innings in the middle order and his experience in international cricket make him a reliable option. Why this team is the best choice? This team balances experience with youth, ensuring a dynamic approach to every game. The batting lineup combines stability and explosiveness, with Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal setting the tone at the top and Kohli, Gill, and Rahul providing reliability in the middle. The inclusion of all-rounders like Pandya and Jadeja ensures depth in both batting and bowling, allowing flexibility in team combinations. The bowling attack, featuring a mix of seasoned pacers like Shami and rising stars like Siraj, is designed to exploit diverse conditions. Kuldeep Yadav and Washington Sundar add variety with their spin, making the attack versatile and well-rounded. India's success in ICC tournaments has often hinged on strategic selections, and this team embodies the perfect blend of talent, experience, and adaptability. Despite the absence of Jasprit Bumrah due to injury, the squad's depth and resilience position them as strong contenders to lift the ICC Champions Trophy in 2025. With a balanced squad and a hunger for victory, this team has every ingredient needed to bring the trophy home.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With bat and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirit soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blazing glory's flame, every play, another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner eye. India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arc. Shala India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore.
And every heartbeat feel the roar. With that and ball, we're legends born. Colors bright, the picture light. For India, we'll always fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hopes we chase, victory shines on every face. Your mind, India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Spinning dreams like stars at night, swinging beams through dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. Like stars at night, swinging beams pure dynamite. Feel the blaze and glory's flame, every play another name. Unity in every crowd, voices strong and spirits proud. Together we ignite the spark, guided by that inner arch of our India rising high, underneath the painted sky. With every chant the spirits soar, creating hearts forevermore. fight. From Delhi to the coastlines wide, the cheers are loud like ocean's tide. Every swing of hope's sweet shakes, victory shines on every face.